everyone. You are absolute monster. You have that kind of physique to shock the world, size and thickness and width.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Joan Pradells as he starts his prep for this upcoming season. And I have got to say, job very well done with the off-season gains. Because just take a look at that back double biceps, which looks so much improved compared to the past. And some of you guys might have already watched that video of Milos Sorsev looking over his posing and presentation and also the improvements. And Milos was quite shocked on the extent of Juan's improvements. So Juan is one of those very young IFBB pros and is highly motivated, and those gains make a lot of sense as Juan did not compete after Emperor Classic Spain back in 2023 where he made his pro debut, and he got a clear-cut idea on what he needs to do in order to excel in the men's open class, because that was his first ever pro show and he went up against the likes of Michael Krizo, who is one of the biggest freak in the modern times, and guys like Andrea Presti, Josema Beast, and Roman Fritz. Now, if you guys remember, his quads were already so massive even back when he made his pro debut, and now they have gotten even more huge during these last 2 years, and that has dramatically improved his front shots because of that enhanced V-taper and X-frame. Now he was far from being in a world-class condition, the kind of condition that you need to go up against the best of the best in the world the last time he was on the stage. And if one brings good condition with the added size with his current coach Francisco Espin, who by the way is a great coach, and if he can translate all that size on the stage that is showcasing right now, he's gonna be a force this year, and he might make it to the Olympia stage as well. Next up is the off-season physique update of a great men's open bodybuilding talent in the making, Stephane Matala, who posed in his recent YouTube video after his workout. And the man looked absolutely insane. Look at that size. For the record, Stephane is pushing to 180 plus pounds in this update, and his conditioning looks so awesome even for the off-season. Now this has been an ongoing trend with the men's open guys. They have learned the art of growing at a rapid pace, but at the same time stay in a relatively good shape in terms of condition. And for Stephane, he was supposed to blow up. It was bound to happen because he was doing nothing but restricting his calories all those years when he was competing as a classic physique competitor. His body was never designed to get that low on the food, and that is why we saw him dropping so much size every time he was making that weight cutoff for every single classic physique show. And although he did look at his all-time best at his last show, which was Portugal Pro last year while prepping with Patrick Tour, one cannot deny he looked far better a few weeks out of the show when he had all that fullness, all that pop, and all that wow factor to his physique when he wasn't depleted. So imagine Stephane in that same kind of condition with an additional, let's say, 15 to 20 pounds of solid muscle, and that is very realistic because that is the muscle that he already has. And if that happens, that is gonna be a totally mind-blowing package by Stephane. So the most surprising factor in my opinion is that how Stephane's back has improved so much and how well it has been responding ever since he upped that food. So back was Stephane's biggest weakness when he was competing in Classic. So this guy could have finished in the top 10 at the Olympia last year, which was supposed to be his Olympia debut, but he chose to pursue the men's open division, which was a good call after all. Guys, Mr. Olympia Signature Series is now live on hostel.com. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% discount and click the arrow below to check out all the hostel products. Next up, we have a 23 days out physique update from James Hollingshead from this upcoming Arnold. He also posted the complete video of him posing for his coach Stephane. So the most impressive part of James is that how much thickness he has been able to pack on, especially on his back. I mean, even that back relaxed pose, that looks so good on him right now. That looks incredible. So James is gonna be most definitely a lot bigger compared to last year, compared to his last Arnold. And we are also expecting him to be miles better in terms of his conditioning because James has never nailed his peak to his 100%. So he is also one of those guys who is looking for a top 5 finish here at this upcoming Arnold. But James has to bring branch run like conditioning, that hard grenade look, because James isn't gonna be the biggest guy or the widest guy on that stage nor is he the most aesthetic guy out there. Although he was weighing above 310 pounds at the peak of his off-season. But the thing is, James is aiming to beat those guys who he has never beaten before, like Brendan Curry, William Bonac, and also Andrew Jack. So that is gonna be a big challenge for him. And we have to keep in mind, he also has to beat a guy like Carlos Thomas Jr., and that too at all costs. Because the same Carlos, he's gonna be there at his next show as well, which is gonna be Detroit Pro. Next up, we have the physique update of the prophecy Nathan Diasha, all the way from Auto Gym Kuwait. Damn, that's a big boy right there. And I do not think he's doing this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro, because that is an off-season look for Nathan Diasha right now. And he does look pretty impressive at that kind of size. But I do not believe he is getting ready for this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro in May. Now, Nathan's biggest weakness, that has always been not having enough hamstrings, not having enough size, especially from the back in his legs. Because if you guys remember, if there was one thing, one area, where Regan was truly superior to Nathan Diasha in that controversial win back in 2023 in Spain, that was Regan's hamstrings and his glutes. They were far better than Nathan Diasha. And Regan is a guy who has a bigger frame than Nathan. But Nathan has done a good job bringing up his hamstrings over the years, especially after he started working with Stephane. Now he for surely is going for this upcoming Dubai Pro. And the fact that he made this trip to Kuwait way earlier than expected, we might see him compete in some other shows before Dubai Pro this year. For instance, the European Tour. So Dubai Pro without any shadow of a doubt is gonna have a bigger lineup this year compared to last year. Because first of all, because of that increased prize money. And second of all, the fact that the show was so well organized, even last year. So it is obviously gonna be a very challenging show for Nathan. Now, of course he's aiming for nothing but the win here. And Behrouz Tabani has already confirmed his attendance for this upcoming Dubai Pro. And Nathan has never beaten Behrouz Tabani in his career before. Now Nathan has the most number of IFBB Pro wins out of all the active pros right now. The man is at 11 wins. And I guess he's aiming to get that number up to 20 before his retirement. Guys, Gorilla Wear is offering a massive discount of up to 70% right now. Use the code Fazi10 to get 10% extra discount. So if anyone has been wondering why Roman Fritz hasn't competed at all throughout last year, well, here is the reason. He had a double hip replacement, but one of them went bad, so he had to get that done again. So him qualifying for the Olympia back in 2023 with a double hip replacement, that is as unbelievable as it gets. And I think we can all agree his quads are the best muscle group on his physique. And if Roman's upper body, that was as impressive as his lower half, he would have won more pro shows by now. Now he got a chance to stand next to Mr. Olympia Derek Lansford back in 2023. That year Derek won, and those pictures justify how sweeping his quads are. And his consistency in terms of peaking for every single show that he has done since 2023, that is unmatched. He did about 10 shows back in 2023. And he was shredded in each and every one of them. So looking at the level of competition this year, I highly doubt that Roman is gonna win a show this year and make it to the second Olympia of his career. So whom do you guys have in mind that matches Roman's consistency about peaking for all these shows? So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.